Okay.
Let us know when you see us.
Let us know. Live now. Okay, everybody. This is This Week in Science. We're going to do a very much briefer video than usual right now. It's a special video because Blair got something in the mail. And this is something that was inspired by a conversation between herself and Justin a couple of weeks back. And one of our wonderful members of our community, Ed Dyer, some of his inspiration as well, and conversations that we have had over several years moving back. But Blair, why are you so excited about this package?
So, as most listeners of the show will know at this point, I am a colorblind female. This is very unusual. It's only 0.2% of the population of females, as opposed to about an eighth of the population of males, I think. It's actually, you're more likely to be born with 11 toes than you are to be born a colorblind female. That's
and it's weird
true.
That you're both. Really weird that you.
I am not both. However, just to give you a little bit of background, way far back, I've always been an artist. Most listeners also know I really like to draw and do all sorts of crazy artsy things. When I was little, I wanted to be an illustrator more than anything in the entire world. I drew all the time. My parents started to get kind of confused when I would color things, funny colors. And eventually I went to the optometrist and they asked for me to get a color blindness test. And of course, the optometrist, as every other optometrist I've ever had, has said, "You're a girl, you're not colorblind." And my parents said, "Give her the test." And I took the test, the dot test. Oh my gosh, I forget what it's called. The one with the circle, and it's a bunch of different colored dots, and there's either a letter or a number inside. And the optometrist went, "Wow, yeah, you're colorblind." So I was about 8 years old. And I remember very clearly the following year, I think, is in the 4th grade, we had this career day at school. We all talked about what we wanted to be when we grew up. And I said I wanted to be an illustrator. And some adult, I don't know who it was, said, "You can't be an artist. You're colorblind."
No.
And as a 9-year-old, I went, "Yeah, that makes sense." And I gave up. I gave up on that completely for a long time. Now, throughout my life, some other things have happened. I rely a lot more on the location of what light is lit on a stoplight rather than what color it is. For many, many years, my entire life, until I think last year, I thought that on the walk, don't walk sign, the walking guy was green because of context clues. Turns out it's white. Spoiler for me.
I remember that episode.
Yeah.
I remember you're like, wait, what? What color is it?
The green guy, the green guy. Yeah. And, I'll be told, "Oh, you have to wear black to this concert that we're playing for symphonic band," and I'll show up in blue, and someone will, be frustrated about it. But where it really would come up
was the St. Patrick's Day, when you thought you were head to toe in green, and your friend told you, "Aren't you going to wear anything green?"
Yeah. Yes. So I've gotten very good at memorizing what colors things are. I take people with me when I go shopping. The thing
take people with you when you shop who can confirm the color, and then you memorize it, and you've got it categorized in the closet, knowing that's the color that they told me it is, and I'm trusting this.
Yes, absolutely. And so when I go shopping by myself, I'll ask the salespeople, of course. But where it really kind of had a weird, unexpected adverse effect on my life was in college, which I thought was very interesting, because in a lecture hall of 100 people, if you can't read the professor's dry erase marker, you're not going to interrupt a lecture with 99 other people in there to go, excuse me, professor, can you please change your pen?
And the colors of the dry erase markers, it's red, blue, green.
Yeah, and occasionally yellow. Yeah.
Some yellow, but they're, yeah.
Yeah, and
so from your perspective, they're writing an invisible dry erase marker.
I can kind of
That's
I
wild.
can tell there's writing, but I cannot read it.
Oh my gosh.
The other problem would be on tests. All the time I would get tests, and I got better at being my own advocate, but I would get tests where they would have you explain the difference between the red line and the black line on a graph, or the red dots and the black dots. And so that was something that was the first time I really had to go out of my way to figure out how to bring it up to professors, ask for help. It was interesting.
And you could never then also tell when they'd highlighted the correct answer in the multiple choice questions with the red writing, which is always how I got through every one.
Oh, is that what's happening? Yeah. So, I mean, not to say that this is like a disability or that it has been this extreme hardship or anything like that, but I will recognize that most of the time when people use descriptors for things, color is the number one.
Huge. Huge.
It's the number one descriptor. Hand me that red pen. Oh, it's over there next to that green car, whatever it is. And it's something that people around me, even my very closest loved ones, will still do it.
Yeah.
They'll say, oh, the blue one. And I'll have to look at them and go, do you want to try that again? Oh, the striped one, right? At work, they came up with a color coding system involving colored dots to identify which animals could go out on a given day. And I had to remind them, actually, I need shapes. So it's just a thing that I think your average person might unknowingly take for granted that I didn't think would ever change for me. And I'm going to acknowledge that it still might not change for me.
There is a chance that the thing in the box, which
Yes,
I think we can say is
there's a thing in a box right here.
Thing in a box, which could drastically or dramatically or slightly, some increment of changing your life, might just not work.
Right. So this is something I assumed was never going to change. There were jokes about some sort of CRISPR or epigenetic related studies on monkeys that might restore color vision that, you know, my friends would send me, say, oh, maybe we'll fix you yet or something like that. But I didn't really think it was anything that was ever going to change. And this
Blair, I'm getting scared. The buildup is making me very nervous.
I know. I'll finish up. But ultimately, I still didn't really think it was going to change.
But on the
because these glasses, so I think we talked about it on the show before, but these glasses were discovered kind of by accident to shield somebody from they were working with lasers. Yes. And so it was an accident, and they had a friend who tried them on for fun and all of a sudden could see colors. They were playing frisbee golf.
Suddenly the orange pylons, because it was an orange, the original lens was orange color. It made the orange pylons pop out.
Yes.
And so they were noticing them for the first time as the boundaries for the frisbee golf course.
So I don't remember the exact timeline on this, but I want to say it was probably 3 or 4 years ago that
15.
this first, they first kind of hit the market as a potential thing that a person could purchase. Yes. And they've been, improving them and augmenting them. And the EnChroma company is now selling these to consumers, but they carry a heavy price tag. And I did not really see that as a thing that I could invest in personally. And we were talking about it on the show one week when Kiki was not with us. And Justin suggested that perhaps this is something that we should do for the show. And suddenly this became a thing that I thought was cool, but was not within the realm of possibility. And it became one, mainly because of Justin, but also because of listeners and contributors who decided that this was something that you wanted to see. So thank you to all of you in advance. This arrived yesterday, day before yesterday, from EnChroma, and I'm going to open it.
Finally, but you're so good at not eating the marshmallows. Oh my
I
god.
didn't eat the marshmallow.
A long time ago.
Okay, so here we go from EnChroma Fulfillment. I'm gonna open this buddy up.
Yeah, so the company is named EnChroma, and they do make these glasses for color blindness, and you can take a test online at their website to determine your color blindness type, and they have different prescriptions for different types.
Which we did.
Okay,
We did it together. Turned out I'm not colorblind, which I always thought that I was.
So the reason
now I'm very disappointed that this is all that colors are.
For a second, because we're a science podcast, I want to tell you why it's really unusual for girls to have color blindness. Just super fast. It is a sex-linked trait. It's something that lives genetically on the X chromosome, but not the Y. So that means males can get it if they just get the one X chromosome that has color blindness on it. So that means the mother can carry it, but not herself be colorblind because it's a recessive trait. So you'd have, for a woman to have it, she'd have to have 2 color blindness X chromosome chromosomes. So
which is really rare because it's not normally on the X chromosome, right?
It is on the X chromosome, but it's recessive. So you have to have a colorblind father because his only X chromosome has to carry it. And then your mother also has to carry it on at least one of hers. And that one has to be selected, which means her mother has to carry it or be colorblind. Now, my maternal grandmother was super colorblind, like more colorblind than me.
Wow.
My dad will tell you, Dad, if you're watching, I'm sorry, this is the science. He will tell you he is not colorblind. He definitely is. Not as much as me. Not as much as me. Sorry, Dad. Not as much as me. But he definitely is colorblind, which is good because otherwise it...
No, where'd she go? Don't you break up on me now, internet. There you are. Okay, you're opening it. They gave you colored balloons.
Balloons to help me see.
Well, that's weird that they gave you black and white balloons.
Oh,
or different colors.
Oh,
that's strange.
Let's see what else is in here.
I gotta get them in while I can. This is my last opportunity.
Oh, it says, share your reaction. Trying on EnChroma for the first time can be a very memorable experience. Capture the moment so you can share it with family, friends, and the worldwide EnChroma community on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Don't forget to tag us. We want to hear about it.
We won't forget. We won't forget.
Okay, so here's the question. I'm going to ask it again. Should I put them on right now or should I not?
I think we should wait like 3 weeks.
Oh my god!
To sort of do a build up.
Okay,
every show, we'll at the end of every show, we'll do a segment like this where you talk about how much you want to put them on, and we'll be like, wait a couple more weeks.
Okay, so there's EnChroma. Read this first. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Step 1: go outside. Outdoor glasses work best outside. Remember to capture the moment with your friends. Step 2: put them on. The big moment is here. Put on your new EnChroma glasses and take a look around. Step 3, keep them on. No peeking. Keep your glasses on for 10 to 15 minutes to give your eyes time to adjust.
Yeah, that's a long video.
We can't go outside right now, but we have talked about...
You can't go outside. We're going to do a follow-up. I mean, you can put them on, but then take them off.
Yeah, I'll put them on and take them off real quick. Caution, avoid flipping the glasses so your eyes can adjust. For best results, wear them for 10 plus hours over the course of 1 to 2 weeks. Ooh, indoor glasses. Wear indoor glasses in well-lit interiors at the movies or in front of your TV computer screen. They work best when there is a bright light source. Okay.
Oh, do you have outdoor or indoor?
Well, here's the thing. Guess what?
What did they send you?
They sent me 2.
Oh no!
Wow.
Okay, what else is in here? There's a lot.
Did you know this ahead of time?
I had a hunch.
This is a surprise.
I talked with the EnChroma people, and then they're like, "Well, what kind of color blindness does she have? Has she taken our test?" And I messaged Blair, and Blair said, "This is it. This is my type." And I was
indoor glasses.
Indoor glasses.
Oh my gosh!
Let me put you on the screen again. So show us those glasses again.
Indoor glasses.
EnChroma glasses. Those look
This
like
is,
they'd be fabulous on you. They look
you know,
very millennial-ish.
Okay. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm shaking a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. These are sunglasses. There we
And
go.
sunglasses.
There we go. So
these actually look like sunglasses you would wear.
Yeah, they do. They super do.
They look like sunglasses I've seen you wear.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
In the chat room, Bleak is asking what happens if non-colorblind people wear them, and I assume not much.
No, actually, apparently you're supposed to see more intense colors. Like I'm gonna next time I run into Blair, I'm gonna have to try them on for a little bit to see what I'm missing, if there is anything.
So I'm gonna really quick. I'm gonna turn more lights on, and then
put on those indoor glasses.
I'll put on the indoor glasses. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'll be right back.
We'll put on the indoor glasses. So we're very excited that this is going on. Blair is very excited. My question, though, so there's this question of the amount of color blindness. So Blair says that her dad is not super colorblind, you know, and her grandmother was more colorblind than she is. So this is genetically linked, but there are obviously like there's more genes involved, or there are replications of the gene, or there are multiple variations of the mutation. So I want to know more about this exactly. But anyway,
it could be, but I'm sort of taking the hint from Blair that her father has been obfuscating the amount of color blindness that he suffers.
That's true. Yeah.
We won't tell anyone, Blair's dad.
And if you think about it, if I was colorblind, I would just be colorblind. That's what it would be. I'd be wearing ridiculously colored, mismatched things all the time and would be no the wiser for it. The fact that Blair has an entire system for overcoming and finding a way to appear as though not colorblind, I don't think her father or grandmother ever would have put the time into, nor would I. I would be the worst at this. I'm right now.
Okay.
I'm not even wearing matched socks now.
That's just you. Okay. It's time for Justin. It's time for you to be quiet.
Are you ready for this?
This is Blair's moment.
I'm going to do this.
Put them on.
I'm scared.
Put them on. Their glasses. And they're going to take 10 or 15 minutes to do anything.
It's going to take a while.
They're not working.
Do you want to spend 10 minutes? Do you want to spend 10 minutes with balloons?
I have to. She can't go anywhere now.
I don't know. I can't tell. It's inside. I think that's sort of and it's nighttime.
They did say it takes 10 to 15 minutes, Blair. And don't flip them up and just
put
them on your eyes.
I'm not following directions already.
You're like, what's working? Why isn't it working? They said 10 to 15 minutes. You have to wait. We have to be patient. So these are what these glasses look like. You wanted to wear them around while you're doing your art indoors. This is what you
actually that would be a good thing for me to grab and look at.
Yeah.
Is the art. The art.
So off first impression, putting them on. I mean, if any difference at all, just putting them on right off the bat.
Yeah, actually, things are brighter.
They're tinted lenses, so they should be affecting the light reaching your eyes.
So I'm noticing it with like reds and oranges and pinks, actually. So I have a bright orange Ethernet cable. And it's looking like aggressively bright to me right now.
And I'm just looking at Bleak's comment in the chat room. Lol, it's like someone who's just had mushrooms. You're talking about your
So take this in steps. I like the cord, the brightness. Now a good part of color blindness does have to do with the amount of the intensity of a light source or a wavelength.
That's why they said have bright lights. The intensity. If you're wearing these indoors, you want to be in a brightly lit place, because you're right. Intensity has a lot to do with it.
So the fact that you're wearing shaded glasses and seeing brighter intensity An aggressive intensity of this orange cord. Is it good?
Huh. I feel like, I guess it's really hard to tell what like could be the placebo effect too. That's the skeptic in me is wondering, but I feel like I'm seeing things that I thought were the same color, yes, and now definitely are not.
Wait, that's not the same color.
Yeah, it's mostly the reddish items so far are just, I have a red pillow and a red blanket and they look very different right now.
Okay. Reds are a entire spectrum of differentiness.
Of differentiness.
Well, so I mean, if it never occurred to you that they were separate,
different shades of red.
Oh, here's something that's actually relevant. Hold on, right here.
Do you have a Pantone color chart?
How about the trophies? See as 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5.
There is a new one.
I know you won more. Your trophy platform.
But do you see the different colors in the trophies?
Yes. I definitely do.
All right.
So my Rubik's Cube.
Oh no, my gosh. Now you know you didn't solve it after all.
Yeah. So
this is a Rubik's Cube that has had.
You were so good at Rubik's Cube.
No, I can solve the Rubik's Cube. But here, look. There it is. It's all done. But but these two colors were pretty much impossible for me to tell apart.
Okay.
Did you thought they were the same ish?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It had to be super well lit for me to figure it out. They look very different.
Do they look different now?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell them apart?
Yeah.
You can tell that one is pink and one is purple?
Yes, I can.
And they're not both purple?
Yes, exactly. I feel like this is what's going to happen is just as I go about my daily life, if I wear these, I'm just going to be shocked. I'm just going to have constant realizations of what color things are that I always assumed I knew and I was wrong.
Interesting. So familiar objects may appear strange because you've never seen them this way before.
Are you checking your clothes?
Yes, I am. Oh my god! What? Okay, so this picture behind me, you can't really see it. The poster.
The tentacle-y thing.
It came from
definitely
beneath the sea.
That's what it is.
I definitely saw it as kind of a sepia tone thing.
Oh, wow.
That is not sepia.
No, it's not.
Nope. That's got bright yellow and red and green.
The tentacles are green.
Yes. You've never seen that?
Wow. Oh my gosh. It's starting to kick in.
No, it is
starting to kick in, Blair.
It's kicking in.
Oh. The drugs are working. No.
Oh my gosh.
This is brilliant.
Okay. Do you know what the color is already without looking? Do you know what the color accent on your headphones is?
Yeah, it's red. I knew that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's red. Right? This is red.
You might want to take a look.
No, it's red.
Might want to take a look. Well, from here, it's not. From my perspective, it's not. Nah, it could
orange?
be the camera.
I feel like I just looked at myself for the first time. These glasses are very bright red, which I did not realize when I unpacked them.
Yes.
They are. Yes, they're
kind of looks like I should be at a like shooting range with the red glasses and the headphones.
Did you see Did you see the cover of this book earlier?
That's very red.
Wow.
What in the heck?
so exciting. Yeah, now you can see the world through rose-colored glasses.
Oh my God. Even just like this is very
different from when you pulled it out. That's so exciting.
What in the...
What in the...
Can you name those colors?
Yeah, so it's really just, for me, it's been a contrast issue. So everything's just muted. Everything just looks hyper colored to me right now. Like looking at these, they look like neon 90s colors to me right now.
Which you only know because of how people have described them. But you
No, because I'm saying like, I understand that hypercolor is brighter than your average color.
Yeah.
Right? So this looks like how I have perceived hypercolor until I put these on just now. And now these look like that, right? So
yeah, what's very interesting about this too is that on EnChroma's website, there is an explanation of color blindness that you can only really witness if you're not colorblind.
Right.
Because it shows balloons from the perspective of somebody who's colorblind and from the perspective of somebody who isn't. And you just gradient back and forth where you cover or uncover the color blindness from these balloons. And that's very much what it was sort of like. It was almost as if you had darkened the image, or like if you did a color adjustment and removed color and headed it towards black and white. You still have color there, but the colors are like you say, muted and not as obvious.
Now I want you to find more things to look at. Where's your art? Show me the calendar.
Where's your calendar?
Yeah, calendar. Look at past calendars too.
Oh, that's a good idea. BRB.
Yeah, not the one that never got colored in.
Black and white one. That's not gonna work.
Like, it looks the same. I don't see any difference. I spent a lot of time coloring this. Yes, unfortunately, you only used white. You just did that.
I wonder if Brian's home right now. She's gonna be running.
I feel like this is some sort of like remake of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. All right, let's get it. We need a calendar now. Come on, man. Watch out for the lizards and the bats.
Watch out for the hypnotoads.
Okay. Yeah. What?
I like that one. It's the purple night. The night is always purple with you.
Yeah, see, this is what I did as a child. Why my parents thought I was colorblind.
No, the purple is perfect.
Because the sky's freaking purple.
The sky is always purple, Blair.
I made the sky purple.
No, Blair, that's the right color. You haven't been outside yet. You don't realize that's the color of the sky. You don't know. You just happen to get it right. Just perfectly nailed it.
That's so funny.
That's like midday. That's like noon. That's the noon sky. It's that deep Prince purple.
And the skies are pink, or the clouds are pink.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly how it is. Every day.
Artistic choice.
Oh,
that's actually, you just nailed it by accident. How fortunate.
Oh my God. I made the sky purple. This is exactly what
reaction. What?
But it looked like twilight. It looks like it's the zebra in the evening.
Oh my God.
And the clouds are pink in the twilight. This is what's
okay. What color would you call that?
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah. So I definitely thought that was pink.
Oh wow.
I thought the dominant color on this piece was shades of pink.
So I think Identity 4 has the original. Identity 4 has the original. Identity 4 has the original zebra artwork, and he says that the color is more blue than purple.
Okay. Because here's another
actual color. I mean, he might just be saying that to make you feel better.
But that's under the water, right? It's in the ocean. Oh wait, no, there's a cactus. Hang on.
Cactus. Also, there's like orange in the. Oh boy.
It just looked like a very eclectic choice. That's all.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
I like that one.
Blair?
Yeah, I like that one. These colors look different to me now. That was not really true before.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
I feel like you should paint without the glasses on.
Yeah, maybe.
Huh. All of a sudden, I'm seeing
Blair,
things I didn't see before. Fascinating.
Huh. Wow.
Powerful.
I have this original. I love it.
I feel like that background is a 60s dress, my grandma.
Right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for.
Oh my God.
I like that.
Arr.
Okay.
Yeah. That is
They're
okay.
all great.
They're
What are
all
you talking about?
fantastic.
Okay. Stop it.
Oh my God.
I have shoes that have this on it.
Yeah. I love that.
That's awesome.
It's so fascinating for you. To...
I bought custom Vans is what I did.
So this is wild. We're witnessing an artist seeing their art for the first time.
Yeah.
I know.
That's wild.
I think all the backgrounds work. But it's just so interesting for you to go, that's not what I did.
That's not what I thought I did.
That's not what I thought. What?
So but this is sort of my point too. Like I was talking about how familiar objects may look strange to you if you've never seen them in a color context before.
Yeah, and Dave Shorty is saying it's absolutely true. There's a lot in color calibration of monitors, projectors, printers, etc., particularly if switching color space. And so the calendars themselves, the calendars that were printed are a representation of your original art. So there may be differences in the original.
Oh my God.
What?
I have brown hair. That's so great.
Stop it. Now you're killing me. This is not real.
No, it is real. It's definitely okay. So listen, so I know I don't have black hair. I know I have brown hair because I've been told.
But you didn't believe it because what
no,
you see
I just don't see it. I just see like if I wear black sunglasses, they blend right into my hair.
And then you tell the world, I see blackness.
It's just all black. So I know I have brown hair.
Now you have highlights.
It's not even that. It's like I see dimension to it. I see like my brown hair is different from your brown hair. Wow.
Wow is right.
That's really weird. This is very aggressively bright.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's why it's the Hypnotoad.
Oh, it's the Hypnotoad. I mean, that's cool.
So bright. Oh my God. So, okay. So I did these oil paintings. And I tried to do blending, but I can see individual brush strokes, which I couldn't really before.
Oh, that's interesting.
I could see some of them, but not this many.
Gord says, "Oh, geez, Blair, you have to rewatch Futurama now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to rewatch I just watched
everything.
The Avengers Infinity War again the other night, and I realized like just now I was thinking, God, those superhero movies are probably very brightly colored.
They are.
And I should probably
no idea.
Wow. Yeah, there's the dragonfly you were talking about.
It's the one I got right here. I have it for you.
It's so bright red.
Yeah.
So bright.
So what I'm loving about this is the 8-year-old illustrator who's going, oh, this is what you've been working on? This is what you've done? I can see brushstrokes in this. Why do I see brushstrokes?
This blue is like, wow, it's like really pretty.
It's so blue.
Oh. gosh, there's so many greens on this thing.
You did a good job. It's wonderful.
What the heck?
So they're really kicking in, because it seemed like at first, when she first put the glasses on, right? She wasn't
I'm gonna do what I'm not supposed
noticing.
to do now. Are you ready? I'm gonna do this just to see. Yeah.
Can you see a difference? You take them on, put them off?
Yeah. I definitely can. It's subtle at first, but it really is. It's what I've described to people always, is like you put the sepia filter on something, or like you use one of those old-timey Instagram filters, and that's how you see life. And that's pretty, everything's just kind of more, I guess, brown. Like everything's kind of more, yeah, there's less contrast. Everything's like popping at me now.
So right, so this adjustment period was interesting. Kiki, this is not an affect of glasses or the eye. This is an affect of the brain, right? This is
well, yes, the light that's reaching the eye, but the brain is responding to the new signal.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the retina is still the same. It's just, this is just the light that's reaching the retina, going to the brain. The brain is interpreting the signal in a new way.
We saw, I mean, and it's interpreting signals it hasn't encountered before. No. And we saw a lag, because when she first put the glasses on, as was telegraphed, because they've obviously noticed this, and that's why they bother telling
put them on and
wait
go
10-15 minutes. Right.
No, we just watched Blair's brain adapt.
Yeah.
We watched her brain change.
Yeah. That's
so
amazing.
This my kind of like soil color on this is like there's pinks and purples in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
As is the color of dirt. Wait till you go outside. It's gonna be amazing. So
yeah, I definitely thought all of this was brown.
Really? Wow.
That's not brown, but it makes a nice background.
Yeah.
So there is something. This is a great question for when we have the EnChroma folks on, about this delay.
How's your bear?
Place.
How's your bear, Blair?
In a pit of lava. That's where your bear is. Blair.
No,
the bear is in a pit of lava.
It's in the fall trees.
Yeah, it's autumn.
Autumn foliage.
But that is bright.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't make it this bright. How is it this bright?
Ooh,
this is gorgeous. This is your best piece. Whoever owns the original is the luckiest person on the planet, because
my mom owns it.
That's my favorite thing you've ever done ever in the whole
wonderful.
world. I love it. I love it.
I love it too. Oh my gosh. It's like all this is so complex. There's so much going on up there.
I love that you did it, and you have never seen it like that.
I have to go to a museum. Do you understand?
You have to go see everything in the world.
I've been going to museums my whole ding-dong life. I've been like, oh yeah, that art is cool, I guess.
That's all right. Oh my God. I think a trip to Paris is in order.
Yeah. Yeah, is TWIS going to pay for that? Patrons? No?
No.
Wait, isn't there some sort of sciencey thing we can go to in Paris?
Oh yeah, COP or something, right?
Sort of thing going on over there that we could go do one of those things where we do stuff at.
What's Identity 4 sending me?
Yeah, I know he's sending images. Oh, the zebra.
Oh, that is way different.
Different. It's a totally different color. Interesting.
Wow.
Thanks for that, Identity.
Very interesting. That might be the printing. It also might be the scanning.
Yeah, combination of the two even. How interesting, because in the original it's like blue and like a more
There's more contrast in the original.
There's more contrast in the original, yeah. And then the image in the calendar is super bright and vibrant.
Huh.
Was there, did you send these to Patrick before it was scanned for the calendar? The digital?
No,
Did you digitize
I
them, or was
scanned
this?
them myself. I went to
Okay.
a like FedEx Kinko's, and I paid for their highest quality scan.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Justin disappeared. Yeah. So the scans. Yeah. Bleak says, I bet the scans were saved RGB as opposed to CMYK.
Oh, I'll have to try that this next calendar. Ooh.
Yeah. So maybe your memory of what you created wasn't so wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I made that more blue.
Yeah, maybe.
But still, I mean, you've been looking at these calendars.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course. But see, I feel like when I have this contrast issue, the power of suggestion is very strong, right? So whatever I did, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, that's what it looks like. Something I'm going to do when it's bright out, I'm going to go outside, but I'm also going to...
I'm going outside.
I'm also going to look at my closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's really gonna...
I think I want a video of a bunch of little clips of you looking at different things. Your closet, just outside at the dirt.
Yeah.
At the zoo, maybe
yeah.
maybe at a museum.
Yes.
You know, go run around and take a bunch of little video clips, and then we'll throw them all together. Or yeah. Or you can, share them, do brief ones, and you can share them on Instagram or something.
Wow.
And the longer you wear them, the more your brain is like digging into those glasses and the new way of looking at the light.
Oh, yeah. It just makes me feel like I was living in a world of brown.
You kind of were. Wow. A world of sepia. I was really curious to know what you thought of that poster behind your head, and it's so fascinating that is totally different from what it looks like to me.
I mean, recently this happened to me a couple times. I was watching a show that I don't know if it was like I think it was in low light. It was like one of the Netflix Marvel shows or something. So it was very dark. And I found myself asking Brian if it was in black and white or not. He was like, no, there's colors.
Wow. I wonder, let's see. There's some
Blair, this is exciting. I'm so super happy for you. But now it's time to take them off. Put them back in the box.
Yeah, I know.
And no. I think these are unboxed. You should keep them on, wear them as long as you like, and we should do that separate short with the outdoor glasses with the sun shining, going outdoors and seeing. Because
what do you think about the logos?
No way.
Yes,
so there's all these different reds.
Yep.
It's a big spectrum of color.
They're all different. All the reds are different.
Yep.
That's a different red. It's like a pinky red. How does my brain even understand how to process this? So I don't get.
That's what's really fascinating.
That's the thing. I think we need to go back around when we've got the EnChroma folks on and talk to them about this, because
I'm just gonna put these on for funsies.
Yeah.
Because
the outdoor glasses. Okay.
They're so cool. Oh my god, that's great. I'm gonna wear these all the time.
I know you will. Oh my gosh.
Definitely witnessed a delayed reaction, which has to be the brain learning to process new input that the are being able. I mean, there's something deeper going on than a filtered lens.
Oh my gosh. So here's my question. Do I wear, once I do these videos and stuff like this, do I wear these sunglasses as my main sunglasses just in the world?
Why not?
It's going to depend on your mood. I tell you, you know, that when I put on a pair of shades, they add a sepia to the world.
Right,
sometimes I dig. I like having that. I like muting the colors a little bit on a morning after a long night of doing twists into the wee hours. Like, there's times when you maybe don't want the world to be as brightly lit, and your choice.
Okay, so let's see. Don't touch the lenses.
That's true.
You'll smudge them.
Do not use abrasive cleaners. Store glasses in a cool, dry area. Okay. Avoid touching lenses with your fingers, as that may build up oil and residue. Wash lenses with mild soap and warm water. Rinse clean. Do not use paper towels. Okay, of course. Store EnChroma glasses inside a protective case when not in use. Store in a cool, dry area away from extreme temperatures that can damage the lenses. That's good to know. Do not store the glasses inside hot vehicles. Absolutely. Some people enhance a profound effect immediately, while it might take others longer. In some cases, it may take up to 2 weeks to see results. The effect of the glasses tend to become stronger the longer they are worn. When wearing the glasses for the first time, allow your eyes to comfortably adjust to the glasses for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, look at this picture that Kiki put up.
You know what it is? It's like, I'm noticing, I think because the contrast like wasn't there for me before. It's definition and lines and shapes that were completely missing.
Yep. The detail.
It's like I put it on and even your faces look crisper to me. And I think it's because I can see color better.
Mm-hmm. And especially so if you're looking at faces, part of the thing of glasses like this is if you're seeing more red, that means you're going to be seeing the flush in skin tone better.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So this is something actually that I had to figure out when I started wearing makeup. The first couple times I put on blush.
What does that even look like? Yeah.
I think I was with my mom, and she was like, "You need to rub some of that off." When I apply blush now, I can't see it.
Right.
I've kind of just learned exactly how much to put on, and I'm like, okay, I made my 2 swipes. I'm done.
And if you can't see it, that means it's probably fine.
Right. I wish there was a way I could see my eye makeup with this on.
So you gotta stop doing that, because you got the reason you need to stop flipping the glasses is not because of a lens in your eye. It's because your brain is now being asked to do somersaults.
Yeah, Dave Shorty in the chat room is talking about the light that you're seeing, so that the lenses are blocking blue light possibly, and so you're seeing longer wavelengths and not such erratic ones, and so that makes sense. Changing what you see, but then your brain is also adapting to it. So it, kind of like when if any of us put on rose-colored glasses, right? After a while, you forget that you're wearing those glasses because your brain adapts and makes the kind of browny weird grass look green again.
Right. Yeah, because your brain adjusts. So this says, during the initial adaptation period, objects may become visually distracting. Always maintain awareness. of your surroundings.
Yeah, so if you're wearing those sunglasses while you're driving.
Yeah. So that maybe, maybe don't wear them while driving.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I think you'll be okay.
Ooh, here's a pretty painting.
Ooh, this is good to know. EnChroma glasses are not designed to pass color blindness screening tests.
So if you've got a job where you're not allowed to be colorblind, I suppose you're not authorized by the maker of the glasses to cheat at the test.
Yes, the next thing says EnChroma glasses are not certified for use in occupations requiring color recognition, such as fields in public safety and/or transportation. Ooh, lenses are not shatterproof. That's good to know. Do not use as safety glasses. It doesn't say anything about UV blocking, so I don't know about that.
Yeah, at least
you may not be. Yeah.
That's
okay. It is outdoor, so it probably is. I think all sunglasses have to be.
Yeah.
But
wow. Well, there we have it.
That's amazing. EnChroma.
Whoa.
EnChroma. This is a pretty cool thing that you've created. I was skeptical. I was honestly, to be very honest, I was like, this is probably not going to work. I was very skeptical, but to see this actually
I'm a little
happening.
teary-eyed. I know you're not. You're like, I've seen all these videos of people crying when they see colors. You're just like, I need to go see everything I've ever seen again, which I love this enthusiasm.
I know.
I'm teary-eyed over this.
So you should also know that purple is my favorite color, but I have a lot of trouble. Purple is my favorite color, but I have a lot of trouble identifying differences between purple and blue, which is hilarious because I know purple is my favorite color, but then all the time I'll accidentally pick out things that are blue, trying to pick out things that are purple. So that's like its own weird psychological mess.
Blair's gonna go straight from this to her closet and go through everything and reorganize it.
Yeah, but that's what I was looking at with these balloons, which when I go outside, I'm gonna definitely have Brian blow this up for me. But the purple is so purple and the blue is not purple.
Nope. No, the blue is not purple.
Wow. I'm guessing it's gonna be much more dramatic outside, but this is already very whoa.
Oh, you want I put that up for you.
Yeah, I have to go back to Paris, turns out.
Turns out.
All right. Pop quiz just to verify that this whole thing works.
Yeah.
I want you to turn around and name the colors on your bowling trophies.
Oh. Orange, pink, gold, orange, red, red, red.
That's right. Very good.
As far as I can tell from over here.
Was that already well known to you? Did you memorize that from before? Did I give you a bad test?
No, I definitely knew those are red. But I probably would have called these orange ones red also. Yeah, this is really intense.
Like somebody's just taking a hallucinogenic.
It really does. The way you're just looking around and everything. But seriously, it is looking at the world in a new way for the first time. You know, I imagine I would be standing doing the same thing.
Yeah,
looking for new things to look at, trying to discern.
Dumb stuff like like the DVD spines. They're all different colors.
Wow.
This is really intense.
And it seems to be growing because you did a pass on this room. You did a visual pass over this room when you first put them on, and like, I don't really see any difference. But there's definitely an adjustment period that's taken place, and
You know what else is really interesting? I can totally see how in the chat room when people mention me, you know, their name is red.
Oh, right.
So I know that. I know that, right?
Okay.
But I can't really see it. I have to like really strain to figure it out. And I can no, before. I would have to like it would escape my notice all the time.
And now you've got it.
I can absolutely see it.
You should go back and take college again.
I know. So interesting.
You're like, I want to go take lectures where people use those pens on the dry erase boards.
It's just, it really, I've never taken a hallucinogen, but I would assume that this is kind of what it's like because like everything is popping.
So
even
it's
just
not
like
necessarily
behind Kiki's head right now, the word TWIS is just like popping off of that orange background.
Wow. Nice.
This is a very bright sign here in my world.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was orange. But like, it's just very distinct.
So the difference between this and a hallucinogenic is hallucinogenic might not necessarily be color balance based, but you might be like, oh wow. I've never noticed that little bit of wood that goes along the baseboards. What is that? There's a little bit of trim, a little bit of wood between the carpet and the wall. It's everywhere. It's in every room. It's like everywhere I've ever been. There must be ability to go to the moon and back 1,000 times the amount of this baseboard trim that people have on. So it's making observations that weren't apparent, maybe, to you or that you focus on. But yeah, I can see that correlation.
Oh man, that's wow. Yeah, I gotta watch a movie. I think.
Yes, watch a movie.
Oh man. There's just stuff all over this apartment that I didn't know what color it was before. Holy heck. See, it's confusing too because like I just looked at a painting and I was like, oh, the background on that is blue. Huh. Which I definitely didn't know before. But the second I take these glasses off, I'm going to be convinced that I always knew it was blue because I've always done this with myself. I like incept myself into knowing what colors things are.
Right.
You know what's going to be so different? Disneyland.
I think the zoo might be this different too. I think
the zoo the zoo and the birds.
Yes,
and
that's a brown animal, and that's a brown animal, and that's a brown animal, and that's a brown.
They're gonna there's a lot of brown animals. To be fair, a lot of animals are brown.
But they're gonna look different. They're gonna look different. I'm gonna see patterns. Oh my god! What? How neat. Yeah, things are distracting. They were absolutely right. Like, I have a pink spray bottle that I use to water my succulents, and it just keeps every time I turn my head over there, it's like popping out at me. Oh. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's 11:35.
Blair's never gonna sleep again.
No, I'm definitely gonna sleep, but I do wonder if I'm gonna dream about colors.
Right? Really dream.
So can I ask you this really bizarre question?
Yeah.
Is there a color you haven't seen before? Like, I mean, obviously this is what we're talking about, but is there a potentiality for something that is in this room that's popping out at you that you've seen if it was extremely brightly lit, or is there something that's a new that it strikes you as like, I've not seen that before?
I think
Like,
I'll have to tell you if I come across it.
Okay.
But that's a really hard question to be able to answer, I think. Because I have the vocabulary, right? Like I can look up a color on the internet and it shows me a swatch of that color. And so in my brain, I've seen that color.
Right. So what we're talking about, though, is an intensity level of seeing this color.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Which I would argue most of what I'm seeing right now, I've never seen before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to go outside. This is going to be great.
And you can't do it right now because it's nighttime.
That's okay. I'm going to have to go on a massive field trip on Sunday.
Oh my gosh. On your day off, yes.
Actually, Saturday, I'm going to a gem fair.
A gem fair?
Yes.
With gems of various colors.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. Perfect. Well, all these places are opportunities to wear your glasses and to take videos of them. Yeah, you can either send me the clips or do it yourself, but just in iMovie or something, just shunk them together. Shump.
I've never shunked before, but I could try.
All right, it is late.
Yeah.
It is late.
All right, here we go. I'm pulling them off.
Pulling them off for the night.
You can keep those ones on. We don't care about those ones anymore. It's already been done.
Justin, you're so like fuzzy.
She'll never be able to live without the glasses anymore now.
That's just the horrible autofocus on my camera. It has nothing to do with it.
No, that's not what it was.
It does have terrible autofocus. It's true.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, Hot Rod says take a video through the glass for us to see. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We can see. Wait. Oh, hold on. Let me get on you.
It's very.
It looks very pink.
It looks very pink. That's not what it looked like for me, I think.
Rose-colored glasses.
Here, I'll go like further up. There we go.
Wait, but we all have to stare at it for 10 minutes.
Yeah. What if it goes the other way? What about like that?
Oh,
no, it's the same kind of pink.
Yeah.
That's different.
Is it? Yeah, it is a little different, isn't it? Maybe not as pink. No, it's still very pink.
Yeah, wow, you have an incredible amount of face makeup on.
Shut up, Justin. Oh my goodness.
I'm sure it's the camera. The camera's trying to like adjust to the light level, doing weird things. Wow. Well, there you go. Thanks, Minions.
That was totally awesome.
Thanks, EnChroma.
Yes, EnChroma, thank you very much for this opportunity for Blair.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to an interview sometime in the future. And Blair is looking forward to many more adventures, I'm sure.
And we're building all these questions for this interview.
Going outside.
Absolutely. And Blair, thank you for opening this box for us this evening and for sharing.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
Your new view of the world with the rose-colored lenses. Yes.
Oh, great.
So great. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ed, thank you for helping to get this started. Everyone else, thank you for your enthusiasm. And yeah, this was an amazing moment. I think there were a few teary eyes in the house. I know mine were tearing substantially at one point because I was laughing so hard. But this was a pretty amazing moment to share with you, Blair. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. How lovely.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. And I can't wait to see more adventures of Blair in the world of color.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is This Week in Science, and everyone, you can stay tuned for our weekly Wednesday night shows. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on YouTube live. And I guess I'm going to hang up now. Right?
Good night,
say good night, Blair.
Good night, Blair. Say good night, Justin.
Good night, Justin.
Good night, Kiki.
Good night, everyone. Thank you once again, and we'll see you next week.